Hey guys, JT here with the final thoughts, or after run thoughts. I've run this thing several times over the last couple of weeks on the JJRC Q46 buggy. I got this from Gearbest.com, and I kind of picked this because I wanted to see, this is something new that they're actually coming out with, and I wanted to see actually how this buggy handled and how it would fare up. So as far as running the car and stuff, I didn't have any issues or any problem, no broken parts or anything like that. You guys know that this does come with LED lights on it with it as well, and everything worked fine with it. You're going to get about, I'd say about a 10 to 12 minute runtime on this. It's going to depend on, I'd say about 8 to 12. Depends on where you run it. If you run it off road and stuff, of course, you're going to kill the battery a little bit quicker. But there were no issues or anything like that as far as running. But there was one thing that I did have to make some adjustments to, and I'll show that to you guys in just a minute. Now, for the battery actually fits behind this tire and wheel. There's two body clips here. You just actually pull those out. I'll go ahead and do that real quick so you guys can see. And this kind of flips up, which is kind of cool, kind of like a trunk or something. And there's your battery there. There's the battery. It's a 3000 milliamp, which with this one, like I said, it was about, it's kind of hard to tell because I did run it a couple of days, a few minutes here and a few minutes there. So I'd say in essence, you're probably going to get about a 12-minute to 15-minute runtime, and it depends on how you run it because this is really quick. I mean, it's quicker than some of the other ones that I've had as well. So haven't had any issues with breakages or anything like that. With this, I'm glad these are actually aluminum and stuff because this is a problem with these type of vehicles that have this type of rear end to it. I mean, sometimes with these, it gets too much torque and these end up twisting and breaking. So they went ahead and included this aluminum upgrade with it. So it's got aluminum plate here on the front. You see it does have some scratches and stuff with it. Now to the one thing that I had to do, and I'd recommend you do this for any car because they have several cars that are based off of this chassis or platform. They just kind of put different bodies and stuff on it. So inside there, it's going to be kind of hard for you to see, but you kind of see where my finger's at. Get this in there. So you see how it's got that long plastic piece that's actually inside of a plastic piece there? I'd recommend when you get this, the first thing you go ahead and do is put some graphite on it. Don't do any oil or anything because what's going to happen is as you start driving this, if you don't put it on there or if you put oil on there, a little bit of dust and stuff is going to get in and the car is not going to turn to its full steering rate. It's going to turn a little bit to the left, to the right, and then it's going to get stuck. So this is kind of a design flaw with this, but if you put that graphite in there, it is actually fine and it actually works its way through pretty good. You can update the servo, but now you're putting more money and stuff into it. So that is just, if you get this or get anyone that's based off of this platform, I go ahead and recommend you do that before you run it. You know, the can of graphite will cost you $5 or $6, but it's going to be more than well worth, and you can use it, of course, on other things as well. So I'm still going to do more videos on this because I still have some G.I. Joe guys that have been begging to get up in here to run. So I'm going to put Roadblock in there, and maybe Lady J will be his lady or something like that. So everything else with this car, suspension is a little bit bouncy, so I am going to look at working with the suspension stem because that's probably what causes it to flip over a lot too. It is a little bit top heavy. But when you go into a corner, it does flip if you're going full speed. So you have to kind of slow down, then go into the corner, and then speed off. So, excuse me, the four-wheel drive does help it, and the tire compound and stuff has been good for it. So, been no problems or issues with this besides just making that small adjustment down there. So, I'm going to do some more videos on this. I'm going to run it against the Dune Buggy I got from RC Moment and get a couple other ones out there as well. Maybe let some kids driving around, so you guys can see how they're going to run these things and how much fun they have with them. So, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in purchasing one of these. And thanks, guys, for watching.